Hi guys, your buddy Rorschach again. Let's see if I can say something interesting about Doomsday Clock, issue number 5. There we've got Joker on the front cover. I'm not going to be talking about the plot of the book very much. I'm going to be talking about what the writer Jeff Johns talks about and what he doesn't talk about. Because oftentimes in comic books, so what they don't talk about is more interesting and illustrative than the things that they do talk about, because there are things that you will not be able to discuss on the leftist progressive plantation that all these comic books are living on nowadays. So let's have a look and see what they do and do not discuss in Doomsday Clock, issue number 5. Alright, first off, we have a Catholic doctor telling her patients that God doesn't exist, and that if you have a near-death experience, it's called hyper-consciousness. And the person who asked the question is a dumb policeman, and she's the expert, she's the doctor, she's wearing a white coat. Here's the identity of the bad guy, a white guy with blonde hair. There we go. There is no God. Oh, there's no Christian God. There's a little asterisk there. But they do not talk about any other gods. The only God you can diminish and say doesn't exist is the Christian God. And I guess if you can say on the progressive plantation, this is all progressive plantation stuff, if you can say on the progressive plantation that God doesn't exist, then we're living in a post-God era, aren't we? We're living in a Friedrich Nietzsche era, an era of the last man, where the people don't believe in God anymore. And if the people don't believe in God, what is there to bind them together? Do you think multiculturalism is going to bind the people together? Is multiculturalism a glue which binds as strong as God? I would suggest no. Okay, let's see what else I can say here. Oh, mainstream media stuff here. With Lois Lane shocked that paranoia sells newspapers. How long has she been working in her job? And editor there saying, get clicks. And she's angry. It is your job to get clicks. Look at BuzzFeed. Look at any story in the mainstream media today. They are desperate for clicks because they're becoming less and less relevant. People see them as fake nowadays. People see you as fake. You're not a moral crusader. Your job is to get clicks. If you don't want to get clicks, if you want to do real news, then you need to leave the mainstream media, Lois Lane. The news media, for the last couple of years, has been doing ridiculous stories trying to demonise Donald Trump. They've been looking for Russian collusion for how long now? It never ends. You're not about reporting the news. You're not about breaking stories. You are a progressive plantation click-seeking whore. That's who you are. You are a whore after clicks and serving the agenda of the progressive plantation masters. Do you not know this? Okay, I'll calm down. Anything else that I can say? Let's have a look at this. No, nothing really to say about this. Oh, Vladimir Putin saying that he's going to close his borders. Kind of ties into real world anxieties about what Russia is doing. Because Russia obviously is not playing along with what the West is doing at the moment. Russia is genuinely independent. Anything else? This new character, I forget her name. These two, I forget his name as well. Is it Mime or something like that? But anyway, he doesn't interest me because he doesn't speak. He's just a muscle to back up her, and she is Harley Quinn. She's a wacky, crazy character. She's Harley Quinn. Why are people getting excited about this character? It's just Harley Quinn, that's all. Okay. Oh, here we go. Got something to say again. That looks familiar, doesn't it? That's ISIS. And what ideology do ISIS follow? It's a religious ideology, an ideology which tells people how to live their lives. It's an all-consuming, all-controlling ideology, and it will never ever be mentioned in the pages of a progressive Plantation comic book. So this is Kali Yuga, King Cobra, and Kandak, which of course is standing for Iraq. But no, they're not going to mention Islam. This is nothing to do with religion, because whilst at the beginning of the book you can, you can have a Catholic saying that God doesn't exist, there is no God. But when it comes to the Muslim God, he still actually has power. And because he has power, you cannot suggest that the Muslim God does not exist, because that would be genuinely controversial, and you're not allowed to be genuinely controversial on the progressive Plantation. So they can hint at Islam, but they can never actually say the word. Right, anything else? That's some white muggers. Harley Quinn again, and Joker popping up at the end. I haven't seen Lady Clayface before. Is that new? Oh, Killer Frost. I think that she's an underutilised character, so it's nice to see her make a little appearance there. The Meta-Human Arms Race. This is quite interesting, right? All the different superheroes around the world. I found it quite telling that Europe is dominated by female superheroes. The newest person to stake on the identity of the night is the first female. Yeah, of course. Europe is a matriarchal welfare state with open borders being completely destroyed. And Crimson Fox, Justice League Europe. So they've got that right. That Europe is very matriarchal and weak at the moment. Oh, and an Israeli superhero there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? He wields the staff of Moses. Israel's still strong. I'd rather have that guy fight for me than these two. These two would be all about their feelings, helping out the refugees. Oh no, has that refugee just blown up the concert hall again? You know, Europe today. Kandak. The troubled past and future of Kandak. This is the Middle East, right? A region torn apart by religious conflict. Islam, not Christianity. Sunni and Shia. Not going to mention it in the pages of the comic book. Nothing to do with religion. Plagued for centuries by dictatorships, civil wars and genocide. Nothing to do with religion. Mighty Adam became a reality. Here's Mighty Adam. Magical champion. So there's no mention of religion whatsoever. See, all the problems in the Middle East today, nothing to do with religion. The cowardice on the leftist Plantation, it never fails to surprise. It really doesn't, you know. They never push boundaries. They never want to get in trouble. They just do what they're allowed to do. And that's the problem with the mainstream today. That's why I've rejected it. That's why I do my own thing. I suggest that Roseanne Barr does it as well. My own thing then includes a book called Invasion of the Red Light Spiders, available right now on Amazon. You can get a paperback version or the Kindle version. And obviously you can get a sample sent to your iDevice immediately to see if it's your kind of thing. But my book, Mark Anthony Pritchard, that's my real name. It's not Rorschach. I'm a fake Rorschach, like the Rorschach in this book. Actually, yeah, my book, Invasion of the Red Light Spiders, is off of the leftist progressive Plantation. I'm saying things that you're not allowed to say within the pages of a comic book. So if you want to keep on reading the progressive Plantation stuff, mainstream media, journalist nonsense, if you want to keep on reading this stuff, which is safe and never going to get anybody in any trouble, if you want to keep on acting like a child, a well-behaved, obedient child, then keep on reading these comic books. But yeah, if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to feel a bit angry about the writer, yeah, you'll be angry when you read my book. You'll be some of the things that are right there, and you'll get angry. You'll be pissed off with me. There's a reason why you'll be pissed off with me and angry with me. It's because I'm challenging you in a way that you do not get challenged in a book like this. So, Doomsday Clock, issue number 5. There are points of interest, but it's not challenging. If you want to be challenged, check out my book, Invasion of the Red Light Spiders. Cheers, thanks for checking out the review. I'll be back as always later.